All right, Colleen.
Yes.
Colleen, where are you from originally?
Port Angeles, Washington.
And tell me about your family growing up.
I was adopted by my grandparents because my parents were drug addicts, so I was taken in by my grandparents. When I was 18 years old, my grandpa was diagnosed with cancer. He passed away, and then my grandma did from COVID a couple years ago. My family pretty much broke apart, and I do have kids, but they're safe with my family. And so my family and me, we only talk due to my kids, but besides that, my family's been broken apart since my grandparents died. So I took off, went to Oregon, and then from Oregon to South Dakota with my husband to rescue his mom from a DV situation, and would have been in Arizona by now had I not lost my backpack on the Amtrak train, but I'm here now, so.
You're temporarily stuck here on Skid Row.
Yeah. We were actually across from the Union Station when we first arrived, but the cops came by and they told us to move, so, and then we were trying to find Skid Row, the community place, and when we found it, we're like, we're gonna be stuck here anyway, might as well find a place to put our tent up, so that's what we had to do.
Let me see if I can help you get out of here a little bit. So your childhood, how would you describe it?
It was rough, honestly. I was honestly hurt by my biological dad. Me and him don't get along because he's the reason my ankle was broken. And I had seizures growing up, so he wasn't there for that. My mom even gave birth in a barn, an actual barn with my own sibling. And there was mental and emotional abuse. And then I was also raped and sexually assaulted due to me being even just Native American because I'm not supposed to be here. So it was really hard growing up for me. And because Port Angeles is not, it's like about a 5 to 6 hour thing drive from Seattle. We always had people coming in from Seattle, and it gets even rougher up there when the people from Seattle come into Port Angeles.
And you're how old now?
I am 27. I turned 28 in just 3 months.
And you have kids?
I have 1 in heaven and 2 on earth.
You lost a child?
31 weeks due to a blood clot in my uterus.
Oh, I see.
There was nothing they could do about it. The baby was fine the weekend of my ultrasound, and then Monday came around the weekend, that same weekend, and the baby had passed away over the weekend, and there was nothing they could do about it.
I'm sorry.
It's been hard, but I'm continuing on. When I get to Arizona, I'll at least be able to do a proper burial for my son, and then my kids can come home and be with me on our land. So.
And your kids are with your...
My kids are in Washington right now. They're with family. Once I get to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, they'll be transferred down to me once I get housing and everything. I just got to get to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, so I'll have to talk to the chief in order to do so.
And as far as drugs go,
I smoke marijuana. I am 8 years clean and proud of it. My husband's allergic to opiates. Besides marijuana, we smoke cigarettes, but that's it.
But you used to use harder drugs?
I used to use meth, heroin, you name it. I was always on some kind of drug no matter what. I've never tried fentanyl. I've lost a friend due to fentanyl, which is why I don't like it, but I used to do mainly meth and heroin.
Does the pot help you not use?
The pot definitely helps me not use and helps me not have seizures because without marijuana, I have seizures really bad. I've had a grand mal, and when I started my CBD and THC treatment with marijuana only, I quit having seizures. I have been seizure-free for almost 3 years now.
How much?
I have slight twitches here and there, but that's just the after effects still from all the pills I started taking at 13 years old up until I was 18 because that's what the doctors thought was best for me, but it wasn't, we found out.
How much pot do you smoke?
I can smoke an eighth in a day if that helps. So a lot of pot. I've cleared like an ounce in like a week, so in less than a week too, depending on my stress and whatnot.
What does pot do for you at this point?
Pot helps me relax and focus more, and it helps me eat better because of my EDS. I have issues eating, so when I'm stressed out, it's hard for me to eat. So the pot helps me sleep, eat. I can be able to walk around without my EDS kicking in and making it hard for me to walk around. And it's just, I feel better and more calmer overall. And I can actually talk to people like I am. Without weed, I wouldn't be able to do this.
So it's like a medicine for you?
It is. Marijuana saved my life, and I wish my grandpa was able to have it because my grandma was allergic to it, and I know plenty of people who have cancer that smoke weed and even eat edibles, and it helps their cancer, but my grandpa didn't get that choice because his wife was allergic to marijuana, so we couldn't have any of that. So when I went to go smoke, I had to go down the road where my grandparents lived to go smoke because my grandma was that allergic to it. She couldn't have the smell at all.
Are there any downsides to smoking pot for you?
Besides sleeping and getting a full stomach, no. Besides that, no. I sleep like a baby. Besides that, just being here, I've just been on edge because I don't know where I'm at all. Like, I've never been to California, so I've been smoking more because of that. So, but I'm trying. So,
Does it help you with the trauma you went through as a kid?
oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Because of the car accidents, I don't have a good memory, and because of my seizures, I don't have a good memory. So with weed, when I'm able to sit there and think, especially with reading, I'm able to actually have like my memories there, instead of when I'm completely sober, I'm just confused and I'm like, I did eat today, right? I did eat yesterday. Versus when I do smoke, I know what I'm doing, I can complete my tasks better.
How are you supporting yourself now?
I have SSDI and native benefits, but being in California, that doesn't go far, obviously, because nothing here is what I thought it was going to be. So, and the train tickets, oh my Lord, I didn't think for 3 people that would be that much. And we have my service animal. She's not here with me now because she's been exhausted from our journey. We went from San Francisco and we came all the way here to Los Angeles.
How'd you get here?
SSDI and my native benefits, and by the luck of God, I swear on that one.
The trains?
Trains and buses, yeah. So many trains and buses. Because you have to take one bus just to go to Santa Barbara, and then you get on the train to here. So.
What do you think of Skid Row?
Reminds me of Seattle, just a lot more people and a lot more going on. It's what I've told my friends, Skid Row, LA is like Seattle. It's just a whole lot more people and a lot more going on. So if you want to come here, just don't be surprised what you see. Really don't. Do not be surprised, because you can expect literally anything. And I have encountered that being in LA. I've seen more than I've needed to see. It's a beautiful place, though. It really is. It's gorgeous here.
Well, not here, but
not here.
Outside of Skid Row.
Hey, San Jose is gorgeous, so is Santa Cruz. I am thankful I got to go on the beach before I left California, so that was nice going into the water.
What's your biggest regret?
Biggest regret? Probably not having somewhere better to stay, honestly, when I was here, because I didn't realize what it was going to be like here, and not being able to say goodbye to my grandpa or my grandma properly. Because my grandpa was my best friend growing up, and I didn't get to say goodbye to him. I got to say goodbye on a phone call, and he thought he was on a highway in Tacoma, and instead he was on a hospital bed. So I just wish I could have said my goodbyes to my grandparents. Besides that, just wishing I had a better plan for when I came here to LA. I didn't know the motels and stuff were going to be that expensive. If I had known that, I would have planned better, but I'm only here with SSDI and native benefits. I'm doing the best I can.
And your goal is to get to the...
I'm trying to get to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, yes.
And that's going to be what kind of life for you?
Well, I get to be with my people, learn more about my heritage, bring my kids down there to know their heritage as well, because they're also Native American Navajo. And we get housing down there, and we get what I've been looking for, like I said, the housing and everything. A place for my kids to grow up, be around their people, me be around my people, be involved with that kind of community. Because that's what I've always wanted, was to be more involved with my kind of people, the Native Americans, because that's who I am. I'm Native American. And raise awareness too, I guess.
Have you been to the Navajo Nation?
I was there when I was like 9, 10 years old, but that was like the last time I was there, sadly. Because then my grandparents quit traveling. We didn't have enough funds to travel, so that was like the last time I was there. I did get to go to the Alamo before I left, so.
You think what?
I got to go to the Alamo. That was cool. I've been to the Alamo and Crazy Horse and stuff.
But, don't be surprised if the Navajo Nation is not the paradise that you're...
Yeah, I've been told, don't be surprised if everything's different. I'm like, after I've been told about LA, I am going to make sure to be on point this time. Like, expect everything at this point. I'm not in Washington anymore, so it's just taking time to adjust.
And you have friends?
I have friends throughout the United States, here and there. I actually have one of my friends over at Venice Beach here in California.
You seen the ocean?
I haven't been able to see the ocean yet since being here in LA. I wanted to, but my old man doesn't want to go over there because we got to go to the Union Station anyway. We'd rather not be that far from it, so.
And you're okay with this lifestyle that you're living?
I'm a traveling hippie, so once I get to the Navajo Nation, I will be getting housing. But besides that, I'm going to continue to travel because I love traveling anyway.
Yeah, you might just stay on the road.
Yeah.
After seeing what's there.
Once my kids get old enough and like that and stuff, and I can actually take them out traveling and stuff, and it's okay, I'm gonna do that and go show them around and stuff, because I have family in Texas and Oklahoma I want to go see too.
What's your biggest fear?
Honestly, just getting hurt while being here, because I don't know where I'm at.
That's a rational fear.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm so lost. Like, I have a dead phone right now and I can't even go to the store because I don't know where I'm at all. Like, I don't want to go on. I've already been encountered by a gang. I don't want to turf
Just
anywhere.
walking down the block here is dangerous.
Yeah, walking even just a block, you see a whole bunch of stuff, and I just don't know where to go. I really don't. I know where the refresh spot is for Skid Row is, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. And Colleen, what would you say is the most important thing you've learned in your life?
Love your friends and family, because you never know when their last day is going to be, and I've learned that the hard way. I had one of my good friends taken because he got a mix of fentanyl, and he shot up and walked across the crosswalk and was found in downtown Port Angeles on the crosswalk crossing it, dead. So love everyone, your friends and family, no matter if you hate them for whatever reason, just love them, because you never know when their last day is going to be, seriously. Love everyone. Everyone has their own demons, yes, but we may have our own demons and battles, but we can still love one another.
That's great. Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you.
Good luck with getting to Arizona.
Oh, trying to.